Oh, go. G'day, I'm Leroy James. Whether you're a Sydney local, a country bumpkin come to the big smoke just for the weekend, or backpacking tourist looking for some tangy, chances are you know nothing about Sydney. That's where I come in. Back in 1770. Back in 1770, Captain James Hook and his endeavourous crew, that's a little history joke for you playing at home, first landed in this spot, which became Botany Bay. Years later, this spot, well, that spot, a few feet just over there, became even more famouser for the song Botany Bay. Singing tooralai, ooralai, at a tea. Singing tooralai, ooralai, eh. Singing tooralai, ooralai, at a tea. And we're bound for Botany Bay. Singing tooralai, ooralai, at a tea. Singing tooralai, ooralai, eh. Singing tooralai, ooralai, at a tea. And we're bound for Botany Bay. You're not going to put the song in? Sweet. Okay, yeah, I'm ready. Cut to 18 years later. Here, Circular Quay, where dozens of ships arrived carrying murderers, rapists, thieves, butchers, bakers, and candlestick makers. They arrived precisely 100 metres that way at Wharf 3 on the 220 from London, England. They named it Porter Jackson. So not only is that very spot the birthplace of Australia and Sydney as we know it, but also the birthplace of the Lord of the Rings films. Let's just take a moment to appreciate the significance of this spot. I'm getting faint. I have an erection. Sorry, where were we? The Rocks. Sydney's oldest suburb. Now, it's a very interesting story where the Rocks got its name. Back in the old-timey days, the sailors would come here looking for entertainment, and all the prostitutes would rock their world, hence the Rocks. It's not my favourite Sydney naming tale, however. There's King's Cross, where the famous King Cole, who was a merry old soul, came along and stepped on a thumbtack and made him very cross. There's Newtown, Sydney's newest town. And then, of course, there's Glebe, where everyone is full of glee. There's North Sydney, named after Kim and Kanye's baby, North. There's Bondi, where the real James Bond famously died. This is one of the original light posts planted by Captain Hook when they landed all those years ago. In fact, it's still the original flame that was lit by Prime Minister John Howard on that very day. So then all this other stuff happened. There was some wars, drought, some disease. I think there was a gold rush in there somewhere. And then all this shit got built. Isn't history fascinating? So there you have it, folks. I'm sure you learned absolutely nothing from this episode. I sure didn't. But just sit back and enjoy Sydney, Australia's capital.